Lately, there's been a video going around on YouTube and on TikTok regarding this cute rabbit called Ralph. And the video is directed by none other than Waiki Tahiti or Waika Tatiti, the guy who directed the second Thor movie. And it's about animal testing in skincare or cosmetics.
My name's Ralph. I'm a rabbit, as you can see. I'm blind in my right eye, and this ear. Can't hear nothing but ringing now.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Inky and welcome to Skynfyx, Asia's premier platform whereby we share with you the latest news in skincare. There's a video making headwaves over the past couple of weeks, and it's this video up here, alright? So we'll put a link up there so you can click on it and watch it. Now it's about the whole story. It's actually about a rabbit called Ralph and how he's being used to test your makeup and your skincare. So today our topic will be on animal testing in cosmetic and skincare. I think the big question is why? Why do we do animal testing in cosmetic, skincare, and in medicine in general? Well, the main thing is to actually test for the safety of the levels of ingredients in your skincare or cosmetics, and at the same time, to test how effective it is. So on one hand, it's the safety levels, because we do not want to test them on human beings, hence that's why we test them on animals, and as well as we want to know how effective it is. So if it has medicinal values, how effective it is. But more importantly, how did all of this come out? Why did we start doing animal testing in the first place? Now for that, we need to take a trip back down memory lane, back to the year 300 BC. Back in 300 BCE, the Greek philosopher, very famous dude, Aristotle, he tests a lot of medicinal plants on animals first to see whether it works. And then he would then prescribe it for humans. He would also perform medical procedures on the animals, training first. Train on animals before they actually do the procedures on humans. And of course, Aristotle wasn't the first, and neither was he the last. Civilizations all over the world used animals to test medicinal properties of plants. They use them to train surgeons, doctors, and they use them to test a multitude of stuff. Now fast forward 2,000 years in the future, why are we still using it? All of this is because back in 1937, there was a medicine released in the United States. However, this medicine was not tested. They didn't go through any stringent testing which the FDA requires now. And because of that, it was placed on the shelves of pharmacies and apotheques all over US, and it caused around 100 deaths. It means people took a particular medicine which was untested and people suffered and died for it. Hence, the following year in 1938, FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, came out with a law. They decreed a law stating that any skincare, cosmetics, or medicine must first be tested on animals before they are allowed to be sold. So over the years, skincare companies, cosmetic companies have been testing on animals because it's mandated to be tested on animals. But of course, over the past couple of years, or past 10, 15 years, a lot of NGOs have come out and say, you know what, it's inhumane to test skincare and cosmetics on animals. It's inhumane to blind them to apply cosmetics and skincare which are toxic for animals in order for it to be safe for human consumption or human use. So we have NGOs like the Cruelty Free International, who came out with the cute rabbit sign, which a lot of skincare and cosmetics use these days. Are now up to more than 500 companies actually use their logo to indicate that they do not test on animals. They stop animal testing. On top of that, you have other NGOs like the Humane Society International in UK, and of course, PETA. So what sort of animals are actually being used in animal testing in skincare and cosmetics? The two most common ones that we can think of are actually white rats or white rabbits. Now, why rats and why rabbits? Because rats and rabbits produce very quickly. They have a short gestation period and they proliferate really, really quickly. And hence, rats and rabbits are used because of cost factor. So we have a very special guest with us today. Whoa! This is Ralph, all right? Previously, Ralph and his ancestors would have been in labs, all over the world, being tested. They will put makeup on, they'll put eyeliners, they'll put skincare on them, and they'll test toxicity levels. They will usually use a very toxic dose which would naturally kill or maim them. And at the same time, once they realize, these are too toxic, they'll then slowly reduce levels until they are no longer harm, and then only they release it to humans. But come on, how could you test it on animals like this? Am I right? Yeah, how can you test it on animals like this? So generally they used to test nail polish on them. They used to test mascaras, skincare, and not only just test on the fur, they will actually put the mascara into their eyes to see whether it blinds them. They will put the nail polish or nail colorings into the mouth to feed them to see whether it's toxic for them or not. Alright, and then they will then analyze their urine and their feces to see whether it comes out. Then over time, they will then dissect them to see what happens internally once they actually ingest such products. It's a very, very inhumane way of testing skincare and cosmetics. Skincare like these, the ones behind us, it's inhumane to test them on animals like this. So of course, countries all over the world have started banning animal testing. So not only are skincare companies and cosmetic companies starting not to do animal testing, but a lot of countries have even banned them. It means that if your company is found to do animal testing, you are then banned from being sold in the particular country. And a lot of countries no longer require the skincare company in order for them to register the products in the country, in order for them to test on animals. I give you a couple of examples whereby it's banned. Countries which is banned. In the EU is banned. In places like the Netherlands, in France and all, it's banned. In the UK it's banned. In New Zealand it's banned. Even places like Guatemala, Brazil is banned. And of course, there are a lot of countries moving towards banning it. The countries like where I live in, Malaysia, Southeast Asia, we are under the ASEAN countries, and there are plans of banning it. Majority of the countries are banning it. However, which countries have not banned animal testing for skincare and cosmetics? And you'd be surprised. United States of America have not banned it yet, even though it's no longer mandatory for skincare companies to test on animals in the US, but it's not banned. Hence, for all we know, they might still be testing. And another country, China, which is the second largest consumer market of skincare and cosmetics in the world as of now, 2021, they actually made it mandatory for skincare companies in order for foreign skincare companies to move into China and to sell in China. They require them to do animal testing. Now, they do not require original China companies to test. They want foreign companies to test. And if you're manufacturing in China in order to export it, you do not need to do animal testing. There is a new law being passed. May 1st, 2021. China no longer requires animal testing for skincare or for cosmetics which does not have medicinal properties. But how well they enforce it, nobody knows. The law is there. It means that if a cream states that it's anti-acne or anti-aging, they are required by law to do animal testing. So hence, in order for companies not to list those kind of medicinal values, they will then go around it, hopefully stop animal testing. However, I want to highlight a couple of brands to you that are big brands internationally that claim they do not do animal testing, but in order to get into China, they still do animal testing. I'm going to name a few brands and you'll be surprised. Brands like Estee Lauder, brands like Clinique, brands like Mary Kay, brands like Bobbi Brown, Victoria's Secret, Maybelline, even big luxury brands like La Mer do animal testing in China in order to sell it in China. So even though they do not do animal testing anywhere else in the world, they still do it in China. Even brands like CeraVe. CeraVe, even though we have it behind us and it's stated there, no animal testing, cruelty-free, but in order for them to be listed in China, they would have to test on animals. Do the necessary steps, support local skincare companies that do not do animal testing in order to save people like Ralph. Alright guys, if you guys like this video, always do remember to click a thumbs up and comment below, and correct me if I'm wrong, alright? Debate me there. And always remember to turn on the notification bell button so that whenever there's a new video release, you'll be one of the first few ones to be notified. And until next time, say no to animal testing for skincare and cosmetics, I'm Dr. Inky, and remember to stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay informed. Until next time. Are you tired of wasting time and money on your skin, but nothing works? We are here to help. Skynfyx is a platform that provides personal care education completely free. Skynfyx is run by skin doctors and skincare experts. You can chat and consult with our skin doctors without ever leaving your home. Other than free advice, Skynfyx also provides tailor-made solutions for your skin problem with customized medical-grade skincare delivered right to your doorstep. Skynfyx, your digital skin doctor.